have conjunctions goals, and are you unsure how to teach it to them differently than they're already being exposed to? Or maybe you suspect your students can benefit for some compound and complex sentence goals because you find they're always utilizing simple sentences in their speech and writing. Hi, I am Hallie Sherman from Speech Time Fun, and you are here with Speech Time Fun Live, episode 1, where I'm talking all about conjunctions voted on by you guys last week. And I'm talking all about how to teach it differently than just practicing the same old thing over and over again and expecting different results. And I am actually live here on Facebook and YouTube. And don't worry, the replay will be available on both channels. So not to worry if you want to revisit this episode, this video, when the school year comes around. So let's talk about why would we work on conjunctions? Well, we have students working on utilizing simple sentences, and we want them to utilize more elaborate expanded sentences and understand elaborate expanded sentences that are in writing and in conversational speech. So it's going to help them academically, it'll help them with their reading, it's going to help them in all these different areas. So understanding why we are working on it is going to help. And then how to teach it differently. They're already being exposed to it. They were hearing it in conversations. They're hearing it from their teachers and parents. They might have even gotten a grammar lesson in their ELA classrooms, and it's not sticking. They're still utilizing simple sentences. So we need to teach it to them explicitly and different. Okay, we need to take a step back and think, okay, what are they not grasping? One, if I utilize an expanded sentence, are they understanding me? Can they follow two-step directions? We need to see, we need to go way back. But once we realize that they're understanding those things, we can then say, okay, we need to practice. And I like to start with, let's start simple. I want my students to be successful. So I always start with the conjunction and. Okay, and hey, you know me, I'm all about sharing low prep therapy ideas that don't require much prep and are totally engaging. So I love utilizing McDonald's French fry containers. You can grab these at any local McDonald's, and you can just take construction paper and make some French fries. So you can I like to start with simple sentences like things my students like. I like Batman. I like Superman. I like all the things with some similar sentence stems, and then they can put them together and use their ketchup to put the sentences together. And you could show them by covering up part of the sentence. Okay, you can also not only putting these things together, I like Batman and Superman, but you can simply make it even shorter. Instead of saying I like Batman and I like Superman, right? We know our students can be very rote and not understand, take it to the next level. So you can show them by covering it up with the ketchup that they can simplify it and make it a more simple sentence with the conjunction and. Okay, then I like to do and but. And I might take two French fry containers, one with and, one with a but, and they can sort which one would go, but you have to teach it explicitly. So I love using visuals like this one. This is part of, with my background, it's part of my Color by Conjunctions pack. And it has this visual included, and it has the explanation of what is an and. When two things are combined, they're put together. And then the but is when there is an opposite. So I like apples, but I don't like oranges. And there's a clear opposite. And I talk a lot about opposites, like hot and cold, and showing them explicitly what an opposite is or why and what would make the use of the word, the thing of utilizing the conjunction, but in the sentence. So now I'm going to share with you a fun way to work on and but utilizing my favorite thing in the world, which is Ellen's Epic or Fail on YouTube. Okay, I love utilizing Ellen's Epic or Fail for working on predicting and inferencing and social skills and this eliciting conversation. Basically, Ellen, in all of her different YouTube videos from this game that she played on her show, where the audience voted whether it was going to be epic, things are going to go great, or a fail, things are going to go wrong, based on a viral video that she pauses. Okay, so it's great again. So this is great for mixed groups if you have students working on different goals. But then you can make a quick, easy visual. You can use either index cards, a piece of paper, a dry erase board, anything, just to make it visual and clear and explicit of what you want your students to do. And if it's an epic, a good thing, they're going to use and. So the man was water skiing and he did a flip successfully. Or the man is water skiing, but he. So this would be more for like after it happens. So they could start with like what they think is going to happen and utilize the sentences. There's tons of opportunities to practice. And then afterwards, like what did happen? So, the girl was throwing a ball, but it hit her in the head. Okay. And they just think it's funny. One, they love hearing the word but. And two, they love seeing people get hurt. So might as well use something that is motivating and engaging, but eliciting the target, which is tons of to conjunctions and but. Okay. And then after that, then I would go into, I find the next one would be or. Would you want this or do you want that? And then I go into so. So I teach each one separately, and then teaching them how to differentiate between all of them. And that's why in my color by conjunctions pack, it goes like it's and but, then and but and or, then and then it's all four of them. So it goes into each one in progression to make it more progressively harder, but always utilizing the visual and teaching them how to and modeling your thinking about your thing. Like, oh, I see this blank in between the two. Or I see these two sentences. Oh, there's an opposite. So it must be but. Get it? Okay. So I love just showing my students my thinking behind my thinking and giving them that conversational script so that they can be successful and mimic what you do when you think about how you determine which conjunction to do. So many times we do things innately and we don't necessarily think about, oh, why did I pick that word to say it? But we need to take a step back. And I like to help you by giving you the visual of what is the reason we are utilizing that, each of the different conjunctions, and teaching our students to go through the phase of, oh, I read this, I see that, so I'm going to pick this conjunction because, and giving them that framework. And you can put that on a dry erase board and just teach them to mimic your saying about what you're saying. Okay. And lastly, I wanted to just show you, okay, so our students are grasping their champions in the conjunction world. And now we're ready for even more elaborate conjunctions. I love utilizing fanboys. Again, this is not fancy. I'll have the image on this, so not to worry. But just like for and nor, but, or, yet, so. So doing even more elaborate conjunctions and giving them the definitions of what they are. You can honestly Google fanboys and a whole bunch of images will show up that you can take screenshots and copy and write them down to make a visual for yourself. But that's just another more elaborate way to work on even more conjunctions to teach our students to add even more bigger words, stronger words, more complex words to make their writing more elaborate, to make their writing more age appropriate. Okay, and showing them how to just edit their own work and throwing some of these words in can really show our students that, look, you can be successful. Look, you can write like a 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever grade they are in. Like, it's all about teaching them differently, taking the time to step back and say, okay, what are they doing? What are they not doing? Are they hearing themselves? Do they recognize when they're using a simple sentence versus a complex sentence? And then teaching each one individually and teaching them, making a visual, giving them the models, and showing them your thinking about your thinking. Okay, I hope you found these tips and ideas helpful. If you're just tuning in or watching the replay, starting with either just French fry container and using ketchup to combine the sentences, using Ellen's Epic or Fail, or just giving tons of practice and tons of opportunities. I have tons of resources in my Teachers Pay Teacher store, such as my Color by Conjunctions. I have a digital activity, Conjunctions Tic-Tac-Toe. And again, it's all about having the visual right there and tons of opportunities to practice so that they can build their confidence and realize that they can be successful and work towards their speech and language goals. And I'm all about helping you plan with ease and confidence that you can spend more time doing what you love, which is teaching your students. So I hope you enjoyed episode 1 of Speech Time Fun Live, and it's time to place your votes and let me know in the comments. Did you enjoy this? Did you find this helpful? Let me know what idea you are going to try in your speech room, whether it's French fries, whether it's Ellen's Epic or Fail, using fanboys, just utilizing a visual, giving students a sentence strip or a conversational strip to teach them the thinking behind their thinking. I want to hear from you guys what ideas you are going to take away and use in your speech room. All right, so for next week, and you have until next week to place your votes. So it doesn't need to be right now, okay? And every week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be live this summer to, again, share with you tips and tricks to help you be the best SLP you can be. So time to vote. Next week, do you want me to talk all about teaching about relevant and irrelevant details or visualization? Ooh, relevant and irrelevant details in speech or visualization to help our students with their language comprehension. I can't wait to hear what you pick and what you guys decide on. And I can't wait to share with you more therapy ideas here on Speech Time Fun Live. Until next week, have a great Wednesday night. And like I say always on my podcast,